See if it comes through on there.
That's it.
Okay. So, it might shadow ban
Yeah.
Nigga be hating goddamn.
They sick and tired of you again.
Yeah, sound good. All shot to the wind. Ain't all right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh
Yahweh,
Bahashem
Bahashem,
Yahushua
Yahushua,
Bahashem
Bahashem,
Kakadash.
Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutation, hopeful look out there, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. All right, with GMS Mississippi Camp on the brother Yasha Moth to my right.
Halak.
And what we want to get into today, all right, the world is going to change for us per Yahawashai.
Mm.
All right, the rulership of Yahawashai is going to change the earth, all right, for Israel's sake.
Mm.
All right, because we live in this society where our people, especially when you go to the time of integration, civil rights, and our people became more integrated into Esau society. Jake has changed their ways, okay, to fit and make Esau comfortable.
Mm.
Okay, our mothers, change how they talk. Okay, and the men, would change how they dress and how they act, and the blonde hair.
Mm.
Okay, as you can see, when our people want to level up in society, they begin to act more like Edomites.
Mm.
you know, I say the way they talk, the way they think. Jake with the cigars and Jake want to be in the golf and it's cool. Golf cool. But just making an example of how you know in this society, for the last, especially the last several decades, our people have really, conformed to the ways of this world, all
Mm.
right, to be comfortable in this world. When, according to the Bible, the Lord is going to make the world conform to us and our customs,
Mm.
okay, and our standards,
Mm.
okay, going back to the ways of the East, like you always, get into, bro. The Lord's going to bring everything back to the ways of the East, and that's going to be the standard in righteousness, man.
Mm.
You can say something, bro?
Okay, when you in power, everybody else under you want to be like you.
Okay.
You know, everybody like you. That one famous person, like the king was that one famous person. They be like, hey, let's try to be like the king. Let's try to fit his mold.
Yep.
And who is the king today is Esau. Esau Edom of this world.
Mm-hmm.
The devil. The world has been given to the hands of the wicked. Everybody's trying to fit his mold. You
Mm-hmm.
know, even over there, like in over there in the Middle East, in Japan, China, what they got on? They got on suits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in the Far East.
In the far
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
didn't script off their clothing, their
Yeah.
natural clothing.
Yeah, they
They,
ancient attire.
mm-hmm.
You know.
Their custom, the custom how they dress to fit what Esau's standard.
Mm-hmm.
But we now that we are working to the truth by Yahweh Shema Shai, we're trying to what fit that mold of Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're trying to uh perfect our image and to be like his.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And that's the image that's what the world is going to be transformed to. And see, we've been given the head start on what's to come, so the Lord has started to transform us, to make us compatible with the world He's going to bring,
Mm.
with the new age that He's going to bring to the world, man. Okay, so you got that, bro.
This is First John chapter 2 verse 15. I'm gonna go read in the NLT.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Do not love this world nor the things it offers
Yeah,
you.
so when you say love this world, it's speaking of this age, okay? And this age is the age of Esau Edom. So as we level up in the truth, as we grow and mature in understanding of righteousness, by default, it makes us hate everything about this age, man. Like you hate everything about this age, man. You know, all facets of the society, you begin to have a perfect hatred for, man, because it's off.
Mm.
All right, like there was a time when all we could think about was being the next hottest rapper, or being some super athlete, or just being that nigga in
Mm.
the neighborhood. Now we despise all this shit, man. There's not enough money that the devil can give us, all right, to make us turn on Yahawah Shai, you know, to partake in the perks of this world.
Mm.
You see? So then when scriptures say love not this world, this age, or the things that are in it, hey, we really understand what that means now. Like, nah, we don't want nothing from this age, man.
Mm.
We get our daily bread, we do our work, do the work in the spirit, and hey, we'll just wait till the kingdom come, man. But
Mm.
we shouldn't want nothing of this age, man.
Mm.
The women is terrible, the food getting worse. All right, the attitude of people, the poor quality of products. This whole scam that we call life, and all these bills and insurance and all this bullshit, man. No, man, we hate everything about this age, man.
Mm.
You got it, bro. You can say something.
Kind. This place, it doesn't allow you to have peace.
No.
It's always have you in this restless,
Mm-mm.
overstressed state.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Every time you get the phone ring, the mail, you like, shit, who I owe now? I'm like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? It's always, like you say, perpetual state of anxiety in this world, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And once you fed up with a place, like a job or a home or a situation, what you gonna do? You eventually gonna leave it.
Yeah, yeah.
You eventually gonna leave it.
Fuck.
Once you fed up, and what the electeds fed up with this place, they don't want no part of you. They can't pay you enough to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
They can't pay you enough to stay there. You can't pay them enough to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
You know. That's why what they removing themselves from this world mentally,
Mm-hmm.
spiritually.
Yeah, in the spirit, mentally, we gone. Like we gone. Like this whole, like I couldn't even begin talking about taking a bitch on the date. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole thing about dating, I couldn't even begin.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta get your number, start this process of trying to get to know you, just so I can take you on a date and find out I hate your ass. Like, well, I can't even begin that process. Like, I'm done with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of just Western shit that was a part of our culture, what we were, man. Like, I'm done with that shit, bro.
Kind, cause the spirit will elevate you mentally and spiritually. Cause I was like, yeah, let me try to get a girl. I was talking to a female, and I'm like, I'm hearing all this stuff she's saying and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to have to go through none of this stuff.
But,
I want to talk to you about Christmas, no
none of
Easter,
that shit, bro.
no Valentine's Day. Why I
Nah,
ain't
bro.
doing this? Why I ain't doing that? I said, to hell with it.
Nah.
To hell with it.
Nah, bro. We outgrowing this bitch. That's why we know the Lord got to come soon, cause the elect is outgrown. If we're truly leveling up in Yahweh Shai, we're outgrowing this age, man. So we're not compatible anymore.
Mm.
So it's like I'm not compatible with a lot of shit that I used to love to do. I'm not compatible with it anymore.
Mm.
You know.
You got
Yeah.
you got
Go ahead. Like.
you got Jake, older Jake, just still in this teenage mindset
Mm-hmm.
of wanting to be a street nigga.
Older women,
Mm.
teenage mindset.
There's no wisdom. They don't want to act on wisdom. Because what? It's something that's not a high esteem in this world.
Mm-mm.
Wisdom is not high esteem in this world. Trying to be upright, be helpful. It's not high esteem in this world. You try to be helpful. You looked at as soft.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, he a square. He a prey. He a duck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
Continuing. Do not love this world nor the things it offers you. For when you love the world, you do not have the love of the Father in you.
Yeah, because the Lord hates this place. Yahweh Shema Shah, he hates this age of Esau, Edom, and everything in it. That's why it's gonna be so much destruction. He gonna turn America to a desert. That's the Lord showing his hatred for this place. So there's no way that we can truly love Yahweh Shema Shah, but then have love for this world, because it's complete opposition. Okay, like you said, this place is against peace. All right, Yahawashi is known as what? The Prince of Peace.
Okay.
So this place is against peace, so it's against Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. So there's no way that we can truly be growing in the love of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi and still have a soft spot for this place, man.
Hmm.
You know, it's impossible, man. The two can't coexist together, man. Love for this world and love for Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, the two can't coexist together, man.
Not at all.
You got it, bro.
This is all you want me to continue?
Yeah, keep going. Yep.
Okay. Verse 16. For the world, for the world, uh, for the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure.
The world only offers a craving for physical pleasure, man, which is the lust.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why people out here they're just living off their lust, man. They're driven off their lust. They stay in these phones. They stay, chasing sex, chasing money, chasing party, chasing this and chasing that. Okay, just for those quick, instant gratification, but it's empty. Okay, there's no legacies being made. There's no honor in the earth. There's no integrity. Everybody's just trying to get their rocks off. Everybody trying to get intoxicated and get their rocks off, and eat all the goddamn time.
Okay.
But there's no generation being taught in righteousness, and then that generation teaching the next generation. Like, righteousness is not a thing. It's just all based on lust, man. This is what this world is about. Every day you getting your rocks off, man. Some type of way, whatever that might be. Okay, and then you get bored with that. Then you start sliding into all this other loose shit.
Yeah.
As you can see with your guy. Okay? You got it, bro.
Yeah, I got a quick one for you. This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Hell and destruction are never full.
Yep.
So the eyes of men are never satisfied.
Yep. So hell and destruction, which is the grave, because guess what? What bodies do? They break. I mean, what does the earth do? It breaks down your body. So you can put as many bodies as you want in the earth. Guess what? The earth gonna break it down. So the earth will never be. You'll never run out of space to bury bodies in the earth, because it always breaks it down. So that's how people are with their lust. They can never be satisfied. That's why people, when they get, 100,000, then they want 1,000,000. They get 1,000,000, then they want 10,000,000. You get 100,000,000, then they want 1,000,000,000, and then they want 100,000,000,000. So it's just never enough. It's not about having systems in place where everybody good. It's about that self gratification, self indulgence, destroy yourself, shine on everybody. Like, nah, man. That's of this age. See, the kingdom we got is gonna be the complete opposite of everything that we see right now. It's gonna be about true brotherly love. It's gonna be about making sure everybody good, man. If everybody ain't good, it's a problem. Okay, not one or two people, just indulging while everyone else is suffering, man. This is an off balance society, man, and it's like that because Esau like that, man.
It'll have you so strung out you destroy it.
Yep.
Just look at the your spiritual situation is the same as a crackhead's physical situation.
Yep.
If you're not there, you destroy mentally.
Yep.
I got another one for you.
Bro.
This is James chapter 1, verse 14 to 15. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Yep.
Then when the lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Yeah, and this all you see in this society, is because Esau set it up where everything is enticing to you, man. Like you gotta look at the way that women dress. Like as a man, if you weak minded, you just think about sex all day. On your phone, like it's just everybody naked. Motherfucker selling you Dunkin' Donuts, this bitch in a bikini, like what? It's just like everybody naked. It's like, or these cars, and it's just like this man, he knows how to provoke your flesh and have you always wanting. So if you don't have control of your flesh in this society, man, like you say, you're like a crackhead. You're always chasing some type of hit, some type of high, that endorphin, because all it is endorphin, man. So if you don't have control of your spirit, man, this man has set up this society to keep you constantly distracted in the flesh, man, and to destroy yourself. Because eventually it's going to lead to sin, and that sin lead to death. Repetitive sin lead to death, man. You know, you go back in that James. I want a good point.
I'm gonna
You
start
got
back
some
up.
more?
We can continue. You
Okay.
know what?
You had some more on it?
Nah.
Okay.
Trying to see.
Yeah, I think it's James 2:16, Bob. Sure. Cause it was a point. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. I'm here. I'm gonna read 16 over.
Yeah.
This is James chapter 2, First John chapter 2 verse
Mm-hmm.
16. For the world offers only craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possession.
And pride in our achievements of and possessions. And what do niggas do all day? Post social media.
Mm.
All right. Your daughter graduated kindergarten. You gotta post that shit.
Mm.
You know. You got your certified. You a certified nurse. You gotta post that shit. You eating. You got $100 plate. You gotta post what you eating. Like every little achievement you got. You know what I'm saying? You want to boast and brag, and every little. You know. Your daughter, your son, prom, we bought man the truck today. Like everything you do, you gotta post it.
Mm-hmm.
And some type of it's some type of achievement. Like, nah, man, like really, bro, like, cause as men, we supposed to be on such a high purpose than this vanity shit. Cause that shit vain.
I was just gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying? Cause you posting all these achievements, but this nigga is trash.
That they're seeking their own glory by
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah,
You know, they're saying, "Hey, look what I did.
yeah,
Hey, look what I did for him. Look what I did for this. Look
yeah,
what I'm eating."
yeah,
It's that vain stuff.
yeah.
It's seeking out their own glory. That's why it ain't nothing. They got to keep doing it because they know it's all empty.
Yep.
You got it, bro.
And the people that they post, it be trash. It's poor quality people. Like this is a society that produces just poor quality men and women. Especially from the goddamn matriarch, man.
Mm.
Okay, poor quality men and women, and they're always boasting in these vain ass achievements that don't mean anything, man.
Mm.
Okay, here it is. You're posting this and that, but then when it comes to things with actual life, like a lot of women don't know how to be mothers. A lot of men don't have no skills of that men should have.
Mm.
You know, but they're constantly posting all these vain, achievements. Like, but this society, this is a vain ass society, man. You know, and likes mean something. Some likes.
Yeah.
No one here it is. He have a generation of children that barely read and write. All this technology, but reading is decreasing. People's intellect is decreasing. Creativity is decreasing. Okay, everything pertaining to life, the skills needed for life is on the decline. All right, but people are still, posting these vain achievements. If this is something great, man, you got it, bro.
I want to add,
Yo, you got it. Yeah,
people, doing that likes and stuff. You getting excited about likes. That brings you into the mind where it say, "Woe to you when people speak well of you," because that's all they saying. Oh, you doing this, Jay. They congratulate you for nothing while you on your way towards destruction. You know.
You got it, bro. Keep going.
Kind of verse 17, and this world is fading away.
And this world is fading away. See, this the point. All this shit, the Lord finna erase this bitch, man. Hey, the Heavenly Father finna send back His Son to take this bitch off the map. Okay, this world is fading away, and you still got Israelites trimming their way to be to fit in and to be world friendly. This world is fading away. The hell with this world. Okay, all this shit that niggas can't get over. The street nigga, which is an idol, the bad bitch, all these things that's an idol, and Jake tried to make the truth world friendly. This bitch fading away. The truth wasn't meant to be world friendly. The truth was supposed to be ahead of its time. Okay, of course we look crazy. No, we ahead of our time. To the world we look crazy. We just way ahead of our time. The way brothers conduct themselves, the way we are amongst each other, man. The things that we're into. Our hobbies and different things that we own now, we're just ahead, okay, of this world. But to the world, it looks crazy. To the world that's fading away, we look crazy because they don't understand the world to come. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
Just starting back at verse 17 at the top. And, and this world is fading away, along with everything that the people crave.
Woo!
But anyone who does what pleases the Most High will live forever.
Will live forever. See, this is what we on. You see, in the age that we're being geared for, you have a such thing as an immortal. That's unheard of in this age. That's why if you speak on it, how crazy would you sound to just start talking about immortality in a random conversation in the world?
Yeah.
You can say
Yeah,
something.
they gonna think you talking about some kind of game or show.
Yeah.
You
Dragon
know.
Ball Z or something.
Yeah, they were like, hey, you tripping.
Yep.
You tripping. Really? You know, everything that's going on right now, you can look at the scripture and you like, man, the world is running off a script.
Yep.
And we
There you
tripping.
go. Yeah. So that's going back into it. It said the things that people crave is going to disappear. Cause see, in our world, it won't be a craving for the things that people crave for. Okay, to be cause it'd be no such thing as a pop star, a rap star, a trap star.
Yeah, nah.
Those things not going to exist. A bad bitch, an Instagram model. See, the things that people crave for and want now, these things won't even exist in the world to come. The things that people would die for on this side won't even exist in our kingdom, man. And that's what we have to understand. Okay? The hell with this shit, man. This shit is a waste of time. Just like the brother, like he say, he, you know, dialoguing with the chick, and it's like, our spirit, it can't fake it no more. It was a time when the truth, you could kind of fake the shit, but now it's like you can't fake the shit no more. Like we just not compatible, man.
You be taking too many steps back.
Yeah, you be moonwalking. You gotta moonwalk back to this bitch, man. Nah, man, fuck that, man. Now the world finna change for us, man. All right, that's what we on. When we'll be uncomfortable until the world change for us, man. That's gonna be per YAHAWASHI when he come back. You know, you had something, bro.
Kind like we're really investing in what y'all want. Like all that stuff the brother said, like the elect gonna have that glory. They want that glory, but the elect gonna have it. You know, once they make it into the chariots, you know, the hopeful elect. You know, they're gonna be princes, kings, princesses. You know, that's gonna be incredible glory. Or you gonna have a legacy. You gonna have that legacy. But people, they want that corruptible crown. They want the corruptible crown of a street nigga, of a thug, of a diva. You know, just and all that leads to what you defiling yourself, because what you gotta do all that. You know.
I ain't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You gotta go Alizé.
I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, you gotta go Alizé. What my boy
The unicorn.
Epstein. Yeah. Alizé Epstein got done. Yeah. So yeah, let's get that in Colossians 3:1.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get to.
Let's get that Colossians 3:1. You know. So here it is. We have the highest standard, the highest quality of living. You know, when you go back to our culture and the wisdom that the Lord is blessing us, bestowing us with, but Jake, like you say, go backwards or downgrade themselves, dumb themselves down just to be comfortable in this world, man.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 1.
Oh.
If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Yahawashi sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Yeah, the things in the heavens, because the scripture say, let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. So Yahawashi is about to bring an order from the heavens to the earth. That's what we seek to be a part of. Not on things of the current earth. When it says, you said not on things of the earth, where it's speaking of this current age, the way that the earth is now. We're not seeking anything of this earth, man. All right, we don't have any ambitions or dreams, or nah, man. That shit played out. Okay, we're what they call realists. Okay, we deal with the reality of the situation according to the spirit, and we wait for Yahawashi to bring, all right, the age of righteousness. in the earth, man. That order from the heavens, which He's going to bring in the earth. Because Yahawashi, He's risen in us. Going back into it, Yahawashi, just as He rose from the dead, well, when we was bestowed with the Holy Spirit, there was Yahawashi being resurrected in us.
Mm.
You know, that's why Yahawashi said, "I'm not of this world. They are not of this world." So that's why, as we constantly, feed, all right, the Yahawashi that's in us, man, we become uncompatible. We're not compatible with this world because we're not of this world, man. You know, go ahead.
Okay. This is verse 2. Set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth.
Set your affections on things above. Brothers, I say brothers look forward to just being. You know, that's like one of the things, like you can just be. Okay, because right now, you're so restricted. Everything's so defiled, so polluted, man. Just the fact that we can just be. Just the fact that time is not going to be a factor, man. Health is not going to be a factor, man. Okay? You're not going to have to worry about, women being out of order. Everything is going to work for our favor. And that's what our affections are on, what Yahawashi is finna bring, man. That's what we long for. When we wake up every day, we think about that. No more of the darkness we used to think about. Okay? The ambitions that we had in this world. No. Our affections are above now, a whole higher level of existence. Okay? We're thinking about how to exist on a higher level when Yahawashi returns, man. That's where our affections is at, man.
Okay.
You got it, bro. You finna say something?
I had a quick one for
you.
you.
Yeah, get what you got, bro.
This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 2.
Oh,
Beloved,
oh yeah.
now are we the sons of the Most High, and it does not yet appear what we should be, but we know that when He shall appear, we shall be like Him, for we shall see Him as He is.
Yeah, you can break it down, bro.
That glorious new body, that spiritual power, that celestial on the terrestrial.
Yeah, the extraterrestrial. As they say. We gonna really be E.T.
Oh
yeah. So just as the brothers getting into, man, we're gonna have the glory of both. That's gonna be that hybrid. It's gonna be like a hybrid, man.
Everything they fantasize about, He's gonna give that to His elect.
In the twinkling of an eye.
Oh.
In the twinkling of an eye, man. So nah, man, we look forward to that. 1 John 3 and 2, we look forward to that, man. Hey, the Lord said, hey, it don't yet appear because we can't break down exactly how the body gonna function and work, but we know, all right, that it's out there and it's waiting. It's on deck. It said the everlasting tabernacle is already prepared. So we know it's on deck, and that's what our affections are on, man. This bitch played out. We do what we do in this world. If you can make a move or two, but just being obsessed with anything in this world, nah, man, it's off. You can go back to that Colossians too, unless you had something else.
I did. I was looking for that. Cut you off. Morsel thoughts.
Oh yeah. Get that Colossians, then we'll get that.
Okay.
It's on 2nd Ezra 14. Yep.
Verse 3. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 3. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahawashi and the Most High.
Yeah, see, we're dead. There's a lot of things that we're dead to. Like the things that, like I said, the things that make people get up and go, it doesn't affect us. Okay? You think someone in the cemetery gives a damn about who won the Super Bowl? Nigga been dead 10 years. You think he care about, because when we come into the truth, we grow dead to things, man. The things that people care about, they don't care about these niggas beefing. There was a time when we followed every diss song. You know what I'm saying? Two rappers was beefing, you follow every diss song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you was into this shit. Like now it's like, man, you don't give a damn about none of these niggas dying. Okay, about none of these niggas beefing. Who baby mama and all this old shit. That celebrity gossip shit. We dead to this shit, man. Shit don't have any sway on us, man. We are not going to vote. We dead to this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit we did. Like I say, like the brother, this whole idea of courting or dating a modern woman, like shit dead. Like this shit, like you just die to this shit. Like you ain't got no, even if your flesh be wanting to be like, But then the spirit override the flesh and be like, nah, fuck it,
Yeah.
And that's the good place to be in when your spirit can override the flesh. Because we in the flesh, so we got to deal. But the thing is, having the spirit stronger than the flesh, so the spirit can override the bullshit that the flesh be on.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You got it, bro.
I want to continue.
Uh, yeah, verse 4, yep.
Kind. When Yahawashi, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
Hey, then shall you also appear with him in glory. So our life is hid. So who we truly are is hid to the world. But Yahweh Shai is going to reveal who we truly are to the world. So what we're doing, we're dead to this world, and our life is hid in Yahweh Shai. And when Yahweh Shai comes back, we're going to be revealed to the world in that glory. All right, that Yahweh Shai is coming with, man. We're going to be a part of that glory. Okay? this is what we're a part of, man. All right, this is what we await. You see, that was just on there. You want that the second Ezra 14 and 11.
Okay.
Dealing with the mortal thoughts. That's the one you want.
Okay. This is second Ezra chapter 14 verse 11.
Yep.
For this word is divided. 14 11.
It might be 12. Season 12. 13. Yeah, 13. Yep. 13.
Okay. This is second Ezra chapter 14 verse 13. Now therefore set thy house in order and reprove thy people.
Yep.
Comfort such of them as be in trouble.
And this is what we're doing. And it said get our house in order. And the house begins with us. We're their house. So the scriptures say, get thine house in order. Okay. Which is us. And then, you got certain brothers who families, are under their order, and we getting our house in order, man. Okay? Comfort for those, all right? Or who else? The believers. So we're comforting those that believe through this word. Okay? Constantly reproving this world, man. Every day you should hate this place a little more than yesterday, because the scripture say what? The Most High is angry with the wicked every day. Right? So every day, if Yahweh Shema Shai is in us, every day we wake up, we should hate this bitch a little more, man. Go ahead.
And now renounce corruption.
We renounce all this shit was off, man. All these niggas, my favorite rapper, your favorite rapper, all them niggas off, man. Your favorite athlete, my favorite actor, or whatever, all them niggas off, man. All these doctrines, all this shit was off, man. Everything was off. If it ain't of Yahweh Shema Shai, that shit was off. You got it, bro.
We don't even try to pronounce ourselves as a real nigga. Like, the hell with that. Y'all got that.
Well, Jay got Real Nigga University in the truth. Jay got the Real Nigga University hoodie, man. Tripping. Nah, man, you gotta renounce all that shit, man. We have nothing to do with niggas, man, or being a nigga, man. That's a goddamn and that's a modified character that Esau. When you go into a nigga, you associating yourself with the modified behavior that Esau put on Jake, man. Okay, a nigga is modified behavior of Esau Edom. So you associate yourself with a real nigga. You associate yourself with that modified behavior of the enemy, man. We have nothing to do with any type of nigga. Street nigga, real nigga, trap nigga, rap nigga, singing nigga, dancing niggas, none of them niggas, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 14, let go from thee mortal thoughts.
Yep.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Hey, let go of these mortal thoughts, man. Like we're not even invested how it's gonna turn out for our people that don't believe. Because we got relatives and friends of the world. Hey, they don't believe. So we're not overly concerned with how it's gonna turn out for them, man. Nah, man, we don't care about what the Lord about to do to niggas. Like, nah, man, that's mortal thoughts. Cause this chapter needs to end. In order for everything we want to begin, this shit gotta end. Okay? So mortal thoughts, man. Have these all these thoughts of, damn, what situation your mama gonna be in Jacob trouble. Your auntie, okay, your cousin. You just wish he would get it. Nah, man. If they don't get it, we moving on.
Yeah.
And Lord got out. The Lord finna do what He want to do, cause we don't know what type of tab people got with the Lord.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We praying that our tab be covered. You know what I'm saying? We pray our tab be covered. By YAHAWASHI.
Okay.
So that's why we trying to act like YAHAWASHI more and more. Every day, every day we should hate this place more and act more like YAHAWASHI every day, man. And the brother got that word denounce. It's the brother Anah. GMS All In 144 said denounce. It says publicly declare to be wrong or evil, man. So we publicly declare these things, man. We denounce all that shit is all off, man. Okay? From Malcolm X to Martin Luther King, okay, to Tupac, all this shit off, man. You know? You got it, bro.
Cast away the burdens of man and put off the weak nature.
He'll put off that weak nature, man. Alright, overly concerned with the affairs of this world. This shit gone. The Lord finna judge this bitch. This not our concern. We concerned with this. Alright, like-minded men. Alright, the believers that are like-minded. This is what we concerned about. What the Lord finna do to the world, that's between them and the Most High. Okay? We ain't trying to figure out, what niggas gonna do in Jacob's trouble. Hopefully, Eve can get it right. Like, no, fuck them. That's on them. Okay? Them badass kids, they always, but the kids, fuck them kids. Yeah, that's a weak nature. All right? Everybody gonna get what they were predestined to get, man. And we just pray we predestined for salvation, man.
Okay.
You can say something.
Oh, no, I want to get 15.
Okay, go ahead.
And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
Yep.
And cast thee to flee from these times.
Yep.
You can't be worried about, as the brother was saying, your aunties.
Say haste to flee.
Yeah. Your aunties, your mamas, your 401k.
Yeah.
Your bread you got stacked up. Nah. We ready to get away from this. We know what's coming. We know Eve's coming, and we know YAHAWASHI's coming with that glory. And we hasten to get out of these times, Like, as it said, haste to flee these times. We expediency, we ready.
Yeah.
We glad that them missiles got hypersonic what's it called, hypersonic whatever engines on or whatever.
Yeah. Them hypersonic thrusters.
Yeah. Can't get here quicker.
And them motherfuckers be moving too. Get that in one more, and then we close out. Let's get that in Isaiah 2 and 1.
It's Isaiah chapter 2 verse 1.
Yep.
The word of Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord house shall be established in the tops of the mountain.
Yep, so the government of Israel is going to be the chief government in the earth. Okay? And this is what we're being groomed to be, those judges and those leaders, those rulers of that government under YAHAWASHI. Go ahead.
It shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow unto it.
Yeah, these hills, these smaller governments, which is going to be these heathens, because after 1,000 years, they're going to get, their lands. They're still going to be subjugated to us, tribute-wise and servitude-wise, okay? But they're going to be able to have, lands and, flourish in the earth. They're not going to be on the new covenant. They're not going to have access to what we have access to, okay? And not going to be immortals, but they're going to experience a better quality of life under a righteous rulership. Okay, go ahead.
And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways.
Oh, wait a minute. So now the world, is flowing to Israel to learn the ways of Israel.
Mm.
Okay? So why in the hell, if we understand this is coming, why in the hell would we be trying to, uh, 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 modify, all right, the truth to fit the world? Well, no, the whole world finna have to modify for the truth.
Mm.
Okay? This is what we on, man. You got it, bro.
And we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Yeah, and that's the point. It said we will walk in his path. When you go into the word walk, which when it goes a lot, when it goes into your manner of life and conduct.
Mm.
So everybody's conduct and manner of life is going to be based on the standard that's going to come from Jerusalem according to the righteousness of the scriptures, man.
Mm.
Okay? So as we know the world is going to be modified for us, man, all right, we have the head start of being able to be modified, all right, into the world to come.
Mm.
Which is going to seem strange to this world because this world is wicked. So righteousness seems strange, all right, when you living off a wicked standard. You had something else?
Oh, I was just gonna say I fantasize about that. The world ran by all unrighteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Just how it's gonna be.
Yep.
It's just gonna be another type of people, another type of existence, man.
Yep.
Ain't nobody, gonna be out here like this. Just out here mad in their mind. Commit adultery. Every day on the news, someone just done something outrageous.
Yep.
Esau
Yep.
out in the open,
Yep.
being the devil.
Yep.
None of that.
Constant war. You know. You gotta. You gotta go on a hunt. To get quality food.
Mm.
So you gotta hunt down quality food. You know.
Almost every day is gonna be a celebration because
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be celebrating all births of children.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be celebrating all new growth,
Weddings and
weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Or marriages.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a celebration after celebration.
Celebration of life.
Mm.
A real celebration of life. You know. But that was the point. We just wanted to get into that Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified. Till next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Abab Abal
Abba
soon.
Ba.
Shalom.
Shalom.